The foundation of the Kokoro Program is based upon one man's struggle for inner peace and freedom, from pain, loss, sorrow, betrayal, and his own inner demons. Nasser Kazi was born in one land and raised in another, in which he started his journey from the streets of Hamburg, dealing with thugs and gangs, to graduating from a university and becoming a successful entrepreneur, and starting one restaurant, then moving into restaurant chains. And then back to nothing as he took a hard hit at life in dealing with a multiple sclerosis diagnosis at the age of 26. This took him on his next journey across the globe, from China to Thailand, in search of a way to overcome something that most never do, in search of an alternative method rather than giving into an unproven system. The difficulty of life's hard hits didn't end there. He was then faced with a much larger burden to carry, which is the diagnosis of his beloved father's cancer, and a major loss of his life that's taken a toll on him for the last 10 years. The challenges and curveballs of life did not bring him down and made him give up. Instead, it inspired him and pushed him forward into yet another journey, and essentially the final one, to Bali, Indonesia, where the birth of the Kokoro Program came to life. With his natural ability to understand people from various walks of life and various forms of struggles, his understanding of human psychology, behavior, emotions, and the energy of the soul, Nasser Kazi has successfully created a program based on the teachings he's picked up from his masters in China, Thailand, and Indonesia, to help people from all walks of life. His ability to read people beyond the initial cover they portray gives him access to dig deep into one's struggle and attack it at its core rather than just the surface. Nasser Kazi's Kokoro Program aims to do that which was once done for him, help people overcome their inner struggle and the misbalance between their yin and their yang.
How do you view, first of all, how do you view depression and anxiety? How does Kokoro view this, and how do you actually treat this in the program?
The school medicine consider this as an illness, so we don't consider this as an illness at all, because we see it from a different kind of perspective. This whole thing, what the school medicine calls and stamps as an illness, we see it as a disbalance, because we believe that we human beings are the product of the way we think and the way we live.
Yeah.
The way we live is considering the daily habits, what time we wake up, what activities we're doing, how we react in certain situations and circumstances. And the way we think is obviously very strongly manifested in the first 7 years of our life. The way we think, if it's religion, my masters always called it your childhood chains, so these childhood chains, which are like the religion rules, the strict way of thinking if you grew up in a certain environment, and right now how you see things, and this combination creates you are the result of these two factors. So this is your identity, the way you think and the way you live makes you the current identity, and in this formula we see a disbalance. So what we do over here is we create with the student together, we localize where is the mistake, or where's the weakness, or where is the factor which causes these disbalances and these feelings. Because the depression, how you know that you have depression? So there are many factors, right? You have an empty feeling inside your stomach, you don't feel good, you wake up, you don't have no motivation, you want to sleep all day, you don't have no motivation. Things in which you had fun before, you don't even like them at all. Some people eat all day, the other ones they stop eating all day. So we strongly believe that the body is the result of the mind. So the body is just an instrument of the mind, and we forget that, or many of us, they don't even know this. So together with the student, we localize these weaknesses and these factors, and we try to bring back balance in this. We develop techniques, and these techniques which we developed, it's not like I always say this, we are not no gurus over here. Like I could sit easily with some qigong balls in front of you and acting like a guru, but this is not. I'm a simple guy. I consider myself as a student of life, nothing else, because I've been through this all by myself, and I had to develop these techniques with the help of masters. And these masters, some of them were very honest, some of them not so honest, and they also learned it from other masters and other masters and other masters, and it's all about knowing yourself and know that nothing stay at the same state. Life is changing, moving, so you have to move the way you think, the way you live. You have to adapt to the situation. So in this time, always the disbalance can come. In the Tao, they say that the hardest thing is to keep the balance. So what we do over here, we don't consider depression, anxiety, panic attacks as a problem here at all. I don't remember one student at all who came here, or I worked with in Europe or in the United States, and that left my sessions without having a solution for it. But without the will of the student and the commitment of the student, it's not possible, because we are not magicians. So this is what we do. Consider this specific case of the depression, anxiety, and panic attacks, and fear, and these inner demons, what we call them.